Hey, what's up, peeps? Welcome back to Nicky T Live. Nick here, as always. Working on open source today again, cause it's all open source, and this is how we do it in the open. All right, not gonna make the mistake I've made very often recently. I'm gonna switch to coding view right away so that I'm not just talking and people are like, "Where's your screen?" So let's do that. Gonna bump this up a bit. Okay, we're in the star search carousel. Okay, cool. So just getting back to work on some stuff for Star Search, our new feature. If you are interested in open source, I'll just drop the deets here. Cool. And how's my chat? Okay, cool. Just gonna go drop this on the Twitters because I can't post it with Restream as always. Let's see here. Let's go to the link here. Cool. Let's drop that and drop the other link. Uh, just drop that over on Twitter too. Cool, cool. Let's get to it. All right. I don't know. Hasn't been really many people on in the morning lately, but this is when I'm working, so uh yesterday there was a lot more people. I was streaming at like 2:30 my time, so uh, I don't know. I guess it just depends when people are checking stuff out. But anyways, let's get to it here. So I'll explain what we're working on. Might as well open up the issue actually. Let's go to GitHub issues and carousel. So currently Star Search, basically we need to implement a carousel pulling in shadcn. So I'll show you what the current state of it looks like if we go to production. Okay, and let's bump this, boom, boom, boom. Let's go to Star Search. Okay, let's just do a prompt here. Find experts who know Tailwind and are interested in Rust. Just gotta let this run. While that's cranking out an answer, let me just check Slack. Cool. Yeah, let's go check out this. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's run that again. While that's running, check out, that's not what I wanted to click on. I wanted to click on this. So my coworker Brandon, who is awesome, there was a fix in Analog. If you're not familiar with Analog, it's a meta framework for Angular. And there we go. Analog, I can't spell. Cool. Anyways, this is what Brandon's been working on. It's a pretty cool meta framework. I hadn't done Angular in a long time, and I took it for a spin, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I was able to accomplish, even though I don't really know modern Angular. So, just gonna pop that in the chat, and boom, and yeah, we'll put out Brandon's um, highlight there. Pop that over here too. Boom. Cool. All right, so this change. Oh, yeah. So let's see what was the change. Let's see. Run a full analog app and test on StackBlitz by detecting when the app is running in a web container. Oh, that's pretty cool. So web containers are the technology from StackBlitz that basically allows you to run full stack applications. I'm curious how you check for that. Oh, okay. So there's something in there that lets you know it's a web container. Gotcha. Cool. Nice. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, so this is in production, and what happens is, so like, if we want to get the prompts again, I'll say need inspiration, and then we have. Uh, why did it disappear? Um, anyways, there's items there, and I'm clicking too much here. Um, oh, it's because I clicked on it. That's why. Essentially, you can scroll here. There's the nice little snap, which is nice, but it's not doesn't work super well. So we need to put in an actual carousel. So we're gonna go with the Shad CN because Shad CN's just honestly it's a really great project. I know it's only for React projects at least right now, but uh, it's pretty great. It's like oh excuse me, it's a lot of effort went into that project, I'm sure, and Vercel hired him for good reason, I think. He's integrating a lot of stuff with V0. They're kind of like generative UI stuff, which is pretty cool. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let's see here, what's going on over there. That's good. Okay, so let's get back to the the actual me coughing. What's going on? One sec. Think something went down the wrong tube. Hey, how's it going, Nick? Hey, what's going on, Chris? Good to see both of you. Yeah, I'm doing well, Nikki. Long time no see either, man. Yeah, no, I've been working out in the open just 'cause all my open source work is open source. Yeah. Yeah, also, yeah, no, definitely gonna see you next week, Chris, man. Looking forward to hanging on Monday. Um, yeah, I've just been I don't work I don't stream work every day, but I've been trying to do like 3 days a week of just streaming work. I'll mix it up and probably do some non-work stuff like because like Mondays is I usually have a guest once a week. That's one thing, but yeah, just been streaming work just because I'm it's open source like I said, and I mean I need to get it done anyways, so might as well just do it in the open. And yeah, that's pretty much the story there. Um, cool. Let's just go to Star Search. So this is, excuse me, this is the feature I've been working on. Not so much the back end. That's my coworker John, who's been working on the actual AI stuff. But I've been just cleaning up this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No worries, man. Thanks for just saying, hey. What about you, Nick? How you been, man? What have you been up to? Think the last time I saw you was on one of Jason's live streams, which makes sense because that's where I first discovered you. Anyways, um, okay, so we've got this here. So this is the new carousel. It's doesn't look great right now. I got to do some cleanup on it now, basically. So I'm gonna hide this. Okay, so we've got. Am I on the right branch? Hold on a sec. That seems right. Okay, yeah, yeah. No, that's right. So here's the carousel, and I think there's a few things we need to do. We should probably set a height. So let's do, I don't know. Let's try H dash. Let's get height. Maybe 64, 20, 96, 28, 112. That could be good, maybe. Let's try that. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay. Um, and I got these buttons here, but they're kind of tiny. Doing a bit of Rust. That's cool. Yeah. C sharp to help your brother. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna jump on and try and learn NeoVim. I'm pretty comfortable with my tools, and honestly, I just don't want to learn something else like that. I use Vim when I need to. I know the basics, but I know people are super productive with it. Hey, how's it going, Esty? Good to see you. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like at this point in my career learning that unless there's like some compelling reason that I need to learn NeoVim. I'm pretty comfortable with VS Code, my shortcuts, and using the terminal for a bunch of stuff. So, anyways, um, but yeah, I dug into a bit of Rust. Like I tried learning it a couple years ago, and then I tried ramping up again on it. But I really need an actual project to build and like doing like the rustlings and I did some tutorials and stuff. It just wasn't enough for me, and like I typically learn stuff when I actually have to do it, kind of like, hey, we're using Rust at work now. It's like, okay, well, I'm learning Rust. It's not to say that I wouldn't learn it outside of work, because that's how I learned React, just working in open source when I was doing Angular at my old job. But yeah, we do have some Rust in some of the open source stuff where I'm working at, and we have a lot of Go. So I was actually considering, I think bang for my buck might make more sense to learn Go long term for at least work related stuff. But I do find Rust interesting, like with you know, the whole uh what's the word, like there's no, you can never run into concurrency issues because of the ownership model and stuff. But again, I'm not super well versed in it still, but I do think it does seem like a great language. And it's you know hey, what's going on, Ryan? Nice to see you, man. um yeah, exactly. SC, yeah, yeah, you feel the same way. It's nothing against NeoVim. I mean, I know tons of people are super productive in it too. My coworkers use it, and they're super productive. It's just I never picked it up, and doesn't bother me or anything. You know, I think most of the time I'm using shortcuts in VS Code anyways. Like I almost always have the sidebar hidden, uh, unless I'm streaming with a guest. It's usually just to show stuff, but like I'll just be doing like Command P all day, finding files and stuff. And anyways, but whatever makes you most productive is what I always say. Um, oh, to learn to type better. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a good way of approaching it. That's cool too that you're helping your brother with C sharp. I did a lot of C sharp up until 2016, and then I kind of made a conscious decision to I wanted to focus on open source, and I was a big fan of JavaScript, and I was doing TypeScript in the early days, so I kind of went that route. This is pre Microsoft open sourcing .NET, so a lot's changed. And yeah, C sharp's a great language. What's Ryan saying? Ryan's saying, when I first got into Vim, I asked a friend who used it, what should I know about Vim? And he said, don't get into it. Okay, yeah. I know people use the jokes all the time, like how to exit Vim, but it's kind of, I feel like that joke or meme it's kind of been, you know, killed to death, pretty much like centering a div, in CSS or centering something. It's like, yeah, it's funny like 4 years ago, but like it's pretty easy to center stuff nowadays. But you know, still gets engagement, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. Do you kind of use the NeoVim mode in VS Code, Ryan, or are you just going with regular VS Code? I know there's like a Vim mode or something. Yeah, yeah, we all exit from Nano, or can we? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, editors are editors. And like I was saying before, I mean, whatever you're productive with, like I personally like I do most of my stuff at the command line for Git, but there are times when I'm like my brain can't grok it in the terminal, so I'll open up Fork and I'll look at something there, but you know, it's all just tools at the end of the day. It's okay, you don't use Vim mode anymore only because you move computers and then never set it up. I think about it occasionally whenever I hit DD. Gotcha. Hey, how's it going, Jason, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. I know you're up early every morning. You're streaming at what time? I think like 4 a.m. It's I tend to get up early, but I'd say usually like I haven't been working out in the mornings lately, but I usually get up at like if I'm working out 6 a.m. But yeah, is there a slash project command in what, in Bash or in VS Code? I use an extension called Project Manager. I don't know if this is what you're referring to. Um, so basically, you just got to config, and then so if I do Command Shift P, or sorry, not Command Shift P, Command Option P, I have a list of my projects and I can switch. So I'm currently in the app repository for work, so it's not showing up, but all the other ones I have are here. I find that super handy. Oh, you want to know okay, in Twitch. No, there's I should create a slash project. I got you. Yeah, so I'm working on the open source app itself. And I'm currently working on it's in private beta. It's Star Search. It's like I'll drop a link to it because there's a wait list right now. Uh, there we go. Feel free to sign up if you'd like to here. And I'll drop it over on the Twitters. Whoops. HTTPS. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'll just show you briefly what it is, but well, I'm in it right now, but here's the wait list to give you kind of an idea. Um, so essentially, think of it like, let me log out from prod. This is basically the tagline, Copilot, but for Git history. Uh, So, you can ask stuff like, here's an example, like who worked on React Server components recently, and it's going to give you a list of people, and, it makes sense. For example, like Seb Mark Bogue, who's on the React core team, is one of the people, which makes complete sense that he's working on it. Um, which number am I on the wait list? I don't know what number you are actually, because essentially there's, yeah, I don't know. But like it says, if you connect up here, the who should I blame for this crap? Yeah, you have to. You could ask that question, Ryan, but you'd have to be more specific. Like, who should I blame for this crap in this repository? um, but yeah, if you, yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah. I don't even know what number I was. Well, I'm behind the feature flag, so I already have access to it, obviously, but um I don't know what number I am. So, anyways, but get it while it's hot. So, this is it right now. So, you can see here, don't mind the double question. That's just I'll zoom in here a bit, but that's essentially because I'm in the dev server mode, so React strict mode is running. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Totally. Yeah, pineapple on pizza, that could be a question. Um, but you can see here, so like, just for example, so who are the most prevalent contributors in the TypeScript ecosystem? It doesn't necessarily mean working on the TypeScript project itself, but like Sanders, if we go to him, he's not on open source, but we can see he's done some work recently on yeah, he has contributed to TypeScript. Let's see, who is this? Sanders. Yeah, I think he was the one of the main people that worked on Definitely Typed. I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, pineapple on pizza. I saw recently on we do our pizza bite. Here, let me go to our YouTube. I'm just shamelessly plugging everything today. I honestly, like, I was watching these even before I was working here. They're just really high quality videos, but there's one with Mutru and they go to eat ranch. Let me pause here. I didn't know that. I don't know where I live. Ranch on pizza. I'd never heard of, but sounds good. Um, so, anyways, it's a fun interview, but also they get to eat pizza with ranch. So I don't know. I would totally eat that though. Um, I like the. I'm a big fan of like the buffalo chicken wing kind of pizza. So that would definitely go well with ranch, I think. Um, I actually used to work in like a chicken and rib restaurant, and I never ate chicken wings in my life until working there. And I started off as a dishwasher there, and like most people, like most restaurants, you typically get free food. And yeah, chicken wing pizza's boss, yeah, for sure. I think one of the really good ones I had was in New York State. Uh, I can't remember where you're at in New York State there, Jason, but I think I had it in not Plattsburgh, smaller town, but I forget where. But yeah, but I used to work in a chicken and rib restaurant, and like I said, never ate chicken wings. And then I was a dishwasher, and I was like 17, and they're like, "Yeah, you can eat whatever you want." And I'm not exaggerating. So there's different sizes of chicken wings that you can get, like a bucket or, 6 or 12. I ate 2 buckets of chicken wings every night that I was working for like 2 weeks, and they were like so good, but then like after that 2 weeks I didn't eat chicken wings for like I think 5 years. And then like I was also like ended up being a line cook at one point, and then you basically like you got to prep food for the restaurant, so I was like cutting like I don't know like 500 pounds of raw chicken a day, and basically that kind of turned me off chicken for a while. But like blue cheese sauce was actually something that is yeah, fromage bleu. um I'm not a big fan of blue cheese, but like the dressing, it's not too bad. But when I was working there, I really never ate it because I used to have they literally I had to cut a wheel of blue cheese like to prep for the day. And I'm not exaggerating. The wheel was like probably this big, like I don't know, like half a meter in diameter maybe. And you'd be cutting all that, and it's like it's a lot of cheese, and it just stank, so I maybe that's what traumatized me with blue cheese. But I don't mind the sauce itself sometimes now in small doses. But anyways, I digress. Working in restaurants was a lot of fun though. I did enjoy that when I was younger. um okay, so let's see here. I almost spelled that correctly. Yeah. Yeah, it's bleu. It's it's fromage bleu. So like this. Bringing out my French today. No hablo français. Ah, c'est pas grave. C'est pas grave. Right. I am English, but I am bilingual because living in Montreal, that's just what happens. Um, but the funny thing is, like, even though I went to French immersion since elementary school, I didn't really I didn't really get good at French until my first programming job, because I ended up working on the South Shore, which is just off the island of Montreal. And at the time, it was like literally all French, that area. And well, it still is for the most part. But so basically, I was like the only English person. And so being literally immersed in French was what really ramped me up. If you're looking to shit your pants, come to Rochester to get the famous garbage plate. Okay. I think Rochester is actually where I had the the chicken wing pizza, but I can't remember the name of the place. Is like I think it took a ferry because we were biking around there. Anyways, um, but yeah, but at the same time, I don't really want to crap my pants, Jason. So I might skip on the garbage plate. Anyways. Maybe I'm just old fashioned, but I like to keep my underwear clean. Um, all right, so I'm getting a little sidetracked here. So yeah, there's a carousel component here. I'm just gonna give it some margins and stuff. I just want to blow this out. And you know what I should actually do is I should actually just build this out in Storybook. I don't know why I went straight into here. Yeah, yeah, French can be tough because there's a lot of exceptions and stuff. German's also maybe not surprisingly, but I found that difficult. Although I liked it, I took like a semester of it at CEGEP in Montreal, which is like pre-university here. It's like between high school and university. I enjoyed it though, but it wasn't offered the next semester, so I just didn't continue it because like I could have done it like 2 semesters later, but I felt like I would have been out of practice. But it's funny if you go if you learn a language at school, like they usually have like a language lab, and you go in there, and everybody has headphones on and they're practicing whatever language. And it's just really funny to hear when you walk in because nobody can hear anybody else. And so you just hear everybody speaking all these different languages at the same time, and it's just chaotic and fun. But I remember when I had my headphones on and I'm practicing like phonetic stuff in German, and they had you doing stuff like lich lach lacher and then zigzag zucker, and like, and it's just, I don't know, funny. Yeah, I'm old fashioned. Yeah, yeah. Like to keep that underwear clean. Um, all right, yeah. I think yeah, I got a little sidetracked here. Yeah, I definitely cannot read Hebrew. Um, although I've been to several bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs, but been to a few seders. Uh, uh, I'm trying to remember the dreidel. Is it Num Gimel Shin? I can't remember. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly. Um, but yeah, I think it's Num Gimel Shin. I can't remember. But anyways, and I'm not gonna sing the dreidel song. Okay, I got it right. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it's cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so getting sidetracked this morning, but yeah, basically I went full in on just starting to put the carousel in here, but honestly it makes more sense to build it in isolation, which is what I typically do with components. I don't know why I went straight for like putting it in the app. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start Storybook instead. It's just easier to build in isolation. It's one of the superpowers of using something like Storybook. There's other tools. Right now, are you talking about for the AI stuff for hitting up the oh, AI API? Yeah, yeah. So there is OpenAI, but there's also we have like some of our own data, and there's some RAG stuff happening too. It's kind of like the API, like you can go look at it. It's open source, but there's like some stuff that is closed source at the moment. I don't know if we will open source the AI portion at some point or not, but still early days, so we'll see. Okay, so I got Storybook open here, and let's just make a carousel. Just gonna zoom in here so folks can see. I'll close this for a sec. Let's go to components. So this should be a shared component. So let's do new file, carousel dot, yeah, carousel dot tsx. And we're also gonna copy that and we'll paste another, and we'll say carousel dot stories dot tsx. My main question is, do you have any way of getting consistent data when it's text so it doesn't vary? Um, I think that's like I I'm definitely not as well versed in AI stuff, but I think that's one of the problems with AI. You can't get a consistent answer if you ask like literally the same question, as far as I know. Um, and someone please correct me in the chat if I'm way off on that, but I imagine like you could maybe save it, but I don't know. It's kind of like yeah, I can't do the same thing. Hold on a sec. Let's see here. Just checking something in Slack. Uh, just checking. Cool. All right. Nice. Cool. Just checking some. Yeah. Okay. As far as you know, too. Hey, yo, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, my man? Speaking of AI stuff, I'm gonna be hanging with Anthony as well. We'll shamelessly plug the live stream schedule for a second here. Let's come over here. Boom, boom, boom. So we got Chris Mars, who was here before, hanging with him on Monday. Hanging with Jacob Evans from Clerk next Friday. I don't have a social card for that yet. And then this one's gonna be interesting for me. Well, they're all interesting. I love all the guests we have, but I haven't done any .NET since 2016, like I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, and it's you know, .NET's open source now. A lot has changed, and so I'll be somewhat out of my element, but in a good way. And yeah, I'm gonna be hanging with Brandon Minnick, who's from AWS, and we're gonna be doing some mobile and serverless stuff with .NET MAUI, which is I think the way these days to do .NET in terms of UI if it's not web based. And then there's I can't speak today, AJC Web Dev. Gonna be hanging in with him in May, and then there's a couple other cool ones. There's this new project. Well, it's not super new. It's called Effect. Gonna be hanging with the CEO to dig into that, and then looking forward to this one too. Gonna be hanging out with Gant Laborde in June. He's got a busy schedule, so he had to book a little later in the or well, not later, but like when I spoke to him, it's like a month and a half ago. He's like, "Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on, but let's do something in June." So it's always fun hanging with Gant. I hung with him on the live stream when I used to work at Dev 2 a couple times. So, anyways, lots of cool stuff there. If folks want to check that out, you can check the schedule. I'll go drop that over on the Twitters. Cool, cool, cool. Let's close that. So yeah, so let's get to work in Storybook because that just makes more sense. So it's a bit of a copy pasta here because I always forget the syntax for a storybook story, so I'm just gonna copy one. I should really just create a template in VS Code. Oh, are you a fan of .NET MAUI? Oh, that's cool, SD. Yeah, definitely check that one out. I haven't done any. It's like I was looking at it briefly, and it looks like it's using XAML, which is like that's been around forever. That's what like Silverlight used, which doesn't exist anymore. And then Xamarin, but I heard rumbling. Somebody was mentioning that Xamarin's being decommissioned. Is that because .NET MAUI's replacing it? I don't know actually. Oh, okay. You got hired for a job, but you're not in the US, so couldn't. Maybe Xamarin was phased out years ago. That was like the mobile initiative. Okay, okay, so .NET MAUI is the new kid on the block. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. But it's still using XAML under the hood, I'm guessing, because they wouldn't have phased that out. Which it's like I haven't really done much with XAML, but I mean it's essentially like a markup language for defining UIs. Yeah, the last time I did .NET, it was the .NET 4.51 framework. It's when async await had become a new thing. And side note, async await exists in JavaScript and TypeScript because of C Sharp. Um, And yeah, async await came on the scene, and then there was tasks, and that was kind of like I was doing some ASP.NET MVC, and yeah, that was kind of like my end to .NET. Um, cool. So let's get a story here, and let's change this to let's delete. Okay, why is a button? Oh yeah, I don't need a button in here. So let's change all the drawers here to carousel. Cool. Skip that. That exists. Yeah, that's gonna go boom, I know. Let's delete all the args because I don't know what they are yet. And .NET MAUI is so good, but it has some Xamarin leftovers. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Cool. We'll have a default story here. We got the meta component shared carousel. Okay, that all looks good. And let's just implement the carousel real quick. Export const carousel equals, and then let's just go. There we go. Carousel. Boom. We in business. And let's go to carousel. No, not dev card carousel. Okay. I definitely broke something. I might have to restart Storybook. Start this up again. Let's see. It's still building. 6006. Let's let that go. Fun fact, I just looked this up. This is not a fact, but I knew of the DOM. F sharp had a form of async and await through asynchronous workflows, which use the async keyword earlier than C sharp, but in a slightly different way. Huh, interesting. Okay, did this bundle? Let's refresh. Something went wrong. Okay, let's just open up everything here real quick. Okay, so there's definitely unable to. Okay, yeah, carousel stories. So there's clearly something wrong still. So let's take a peek here. The component is good. Oh, where did I put? Oh, that's why. I undid the wrong thing. Save that, and then let's boom. Okay, we should be good now. And let's put that over there. Okay, now we in business. Yeah, F Sharp's Microsoft. It's still around. I never used it, but it's F Sharp for, I believe it stands for functional programming. So like immutable data, all that stuff. Okay, so we've got our carousel component. Boom. All right, it's just carousel. GB was taken. Oh, sorry. Yeah, G flat. Sorry. Yeah. Gotcha. For all the musicians out there. This is a question I always had. Like, why? Because I played piano for a bit and I played handbells and stuff. And like, I get you have the regular notes and then you have sharps and flats, but why have a F sharp and a G flat? Why is it not just the one thing, like whether it's called G flat or just F sharp? I never understood and I never dug into why, but like why have a note with two different names? It's something I never understood. So I don't know if you have an answer for that, Anthony, but okay, because your major scales, you don't want a key with both sharps and flats. Okay, but regardless, what I mean is like it's literally the same note. That's what I don't understand. Like F sharp is G flat. So that's what I don't understand. Um anyways, I'm not going to dwell on it too much, but cool. It has to do with the intervals. C to E flat is a third. A C to D sharp would be an augmented second. All right, I'm already lost in the sauce there, so cool. Just gotta check something in Slack. Let's see here. Error in prod. Okay. Somebody's already got a fix on it. That's how we roll. Shipping to learn and just fixing stuff. Cool. Okay, so let's get back to the carousel here. So let me get some real estate back here in my editor. Okay, let's just pull out the carousel right now. Yeah, here. So I'm gonna do a couple things here. Put that in there. It's clearly not gonna work right away. Let me come up here. Where's carousel? Boom. Cool. Let's close that. Let's add some imports. And what did I just open? I opened Codium by accident. I got too many things going on here. There we go. Okay, it's obviously going to complain about carousel and stuff, and I'll just say as internal carousel, just so we don't have a name conflict. That's good. Okay, this is the children. So the children, we'll say it has to be. Okay, so okay, yeah. Hey, how's it going, Nixia? Good to see you. Okay, so it's really a theory thing. Yeah, because maybe I'm just like being naive about it, but uh, I work with 2 to 3 tabs open. Yeah, I usually have a few open. Like when I'm doing work, I usually have the issue open, and then like that's about. Well, I don't know. It depends, I guess. So we want the children here, and I actually want this to be an array of carousel. Um, carousel item, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, that doesn't go there. That's not the type. And this is the nice thing about TypeScript, because we can enforce the type. So the red will disappear in a sec. Okay, children. See, normally it's a React node, but oh, in the editor, yeah, yeah. I was trying the new mode where you can actually just turn off your tabs. It's interesting. Not sure if I'll keep it, but item. What is it a lot like here to a value, but okay, yeah. So can do this type of carousel item, and then here. Okay, I guess that doesn't really change anything so much. It's just saying, well, it's still enforcing a type, but anyways, let's do that. Um, let's get rid of the carousel items. And I don't think, yeah, guess we could map over them, but don't need to. It's just really passing them in. Hey, how's it going, Kevin, man? I'm curious what's impressive. Sorry. I just saw your message. Um, just live coding with some errors. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's see. Like, yeah, we shouldn't have to need to type forward is not assignable to type React. Okay, that's fair. Um, let's try. We could map over it, but see, this doesn't really make sense though. We could just say child and then let's see. There's other ways to enforce it actually. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just children will map over it, and then we'll just say item, and then like this, boom, And then we don't need to do, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it, make it easier for now. Let's do that. And I'll just leave it as React node for now, I guess. I'll sort that out after. Or actually, no, what am I saying? I could pass in whatever and then I just wrap it in. Hey, how's it going, Graham? Good to see you, man. Also, congrats again on the new role. Let's uh let's give Graham a shout out for you know, getting the new role. I'll give you some confetti there. Here we go. Should see that in a second. Um I think is it, are you head of accessibility? I can't remember what the role here. Let's bring Graham up on the big screen. Um let's see here. Boom boom boom. Let's go and creep on Graham's profile. Except I didn't type it right. There we go. Here's the new role. Yeah, you're head of accessibility at SFG20. I'm gonna drop a link to the tweet, so go and shamelessly retweet that, people. Go drop that in on Twitter as well. Where did my thing go? Let's pop that there. Cool, cool. Yeah, let's give it up for the homie, as Jason would say. Cool, cool. What's this here? Okay, yeah. Okay, let's get out of the Twitterverse. Okay, so yeah, so I was thinking this for now. Let's just leave it as a React node, and then we're popping in the children. And so already there's, I don't know why the buttons are like that. Um, you know what? Let me go back to the Shad CN example. Maybe there's something I missed. There. Boom, boom, boom. Because this is the code. There's carousel item, carousel content. Yeah, see, there's the previous and next buttons, but yeah, let's give Graham one more confetti. Um, cool, cool, cool. And we'll give him also a cool beans. You deserve a cool beans. Yeah, so basically looking at this JSX, like everything's fine except the buttons, and I don't know why. Like maybe there's some extra CSS that's included, but I don't see any. So there's the carousel. Let's go back to the code. Yeah, it's confetti time. Yeah, so here's the carousel items, carousel spacing, yes. I just want to see, I can obviously style the buttons if I need to, but I'm just wondering why I'm not getting the same look as theirs. Let's see. Okay, where are their buttons? Oh, donuts this time. I'm seeing the, I'm not looking at the live stream right now. I'm seeing like a replay after, so I just saw a bunch of donuts went up. Um, cool. Okay, yeah, this is all fine and stuff. I'm just wanting to know why the buttons aren't showing like they should. Let's see here. Carousel. Yeah. Map over the items. Yeah, the next and previous. Why are you doing that? And they're defined at the end, and I'm not sure what's up there. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'll give you some fireworks. I think this does fireworks. Um, did that give me fireworks? Nope, it froze my camera. Okay. All right, let me unfreeze myself. 2 seconds. This happens with reactions for some reason. Okay, you're gonna see my side profile for a sec. There we go. And let's go back to my phone camera. All right, I'm back. I'm back in black. A little AC/DC. All right, cool. Just gotta check something in Slack real quick. This is a co-working stream, so I don't know if anybody else is working. It's a schedule for. Yeah, we got stuff cooking in the pizza oven. I can't reveal yet, but anyways. Um, cool. Yeah, I still don't understand why those buttons aren't appearing the way they should be. It's not the end of the world. I can definitely style them. It's just usually with the Shad CN stuff, it just works. So I have the two buttons there, and let's zoom them in. Let's inspect. Let's see what's up. And just to get some more real estate, let's go side and let's come over here. Let's boom, 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 explode that up. Let's get the styles over here. Let's inspect that again. So, okay, I guess first thing is, let's inspect that again. Where's my buttons at? They better not be divs. I'm stuck in all the storybook stuff right now. Okay, there's the buttons. Okay, cool. So let's just move this over a bit. So inline, flex, center. Okay, two buttons. And then, okay, they're just buttons. So why? Okay, so let's check something out. Commander JS, that's for CLI, I think, Anthony? Yeah. Is that, I can't remember, is that similar to like Inquirer JS? Like I remember when I was working on the remix stuff at Netlify, they use Inquirer. So like for, like for the CLI for like the next steps and stuff. Anyways, we got a little crowd in Twitch. That's nice. Um, I haven't used that. It's kind of like Yargs. Okay, yeah, yeah. The other thing too is you might not need that stuff now. I can't remember if it's in Node 20 or Node 22. Node 22 is still pretty fresh, but I think in Node 20 they have better APIs for extracting args. But it is fun saying yargs still because every time I hear yargs, you just got to go pirate. So it's like yargs. It's true. Um, anyways, okay, so let's fix this up. So I'm gonna whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's move the buttons like this. So it's gonna be on one on each side, and let me put in some items. So some children in the storybook story, and we'll say it's got to be fragment. So let's just do carousel. If I could spell item, yo, low, and then yo, Joe. Get some serious data in here. Okay, so those are the items in there. You got like a whole roadmap. So you can pass, okay, so you can pass in like a video, YouTube URL, playlist, etc. And it's eventually going to take a list of audio files and, oh, cool, cool. Hey, Shivan, man, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay, you know what? Let's map over these instead. So let's do this. Let's just do new array 5 and let's go, yeah, sure, fill null map, whatever. And let's do carousel item. Yeah, sure, that looks good. Seems good. Map new array expected. Oh yeah, gotta close it. There we go. That should be okay. All right. Those are there now. Yeah, no, thanks for hopping in. Disappointed didn't go yo ho ho. Yeah, okay, we can go pirate. We're going pirate. Just I'm only going pirate though because it's Graham. So if that's the case, yeah, let's go back to what we had. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Now, do people spell rum with the H or not? I think I depends on the day, I guess. I'll go with just like that. And actually, let's do this. Let's make this a button and we'll do class name and close that. We'll say rounded MD and then we'll say W dash sure 11 and we'll go aspect square. All right, that's good. And then let's cut this. Boom. That's not gonna work. So let's do this. Boom. Slash button. Okay, that's good. All right. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Oh, we need a border just to show that they're cards. Hey, what's going on, Wen? Yeah, rum with a H. Yeah. Uh, it depends, I guess. I don't know, Americans, like they'll write things different. Like when I write yogurt, I spell it YOGHOURT. Or if I say labor, it's LABOUR. Same thing with like favor. Uh, rum, I've just seen it both. I'm not sure. I can't remember if that's a British. Well, Graham could maybe answer that. My my dad's British, but he came here at a very young age. Yeah, I fixed the resolution there, Anthony. So, couple things happened. So I'm using Restream, and so I'm streaming to several platforms. And when I configured it, when I got back from Miami, I just ran the auto tuning wizard and OBS, and uh, basically I knew that Twitch only allows for 6,000 bitrate. Somebody told me 8,000 should work though. But anyways, it was at 10,000, which works fine on all the other platforms. This is why the black screen was happening on Twitch, but I hadn't clued in. Uh, yeah, we're gonna correct all the American spellings now. Uh, Fun fact, I've actually had code errors before because I remember, like I wrote something OU like I'm kind of used to it now because of CSS, but color COLOR, but it's color it's COLOUR at least in Canada and probably in the UK still. Um, but anyways, I got derailed with what I was saying there, Anthony. So I put it back down to 6,000 bit rate, which was good, but it had changed. So like when I stream, it's I think 1920 by 1080. I think that's what I'm streaming at. And it had changed the resolution for the one that actually goes, and that's why it was kind of fuzzy. So I got it all sorted. It's unfortunate though that you can't stream at a higher rate on Twitch, but costs money. Yeah, I'm streaming at 1920 by 1080, 60 frames per second, but color to color. There should be a SAS plugin that allows anybody in the UK to write color in their CSS and then it just converts it. Or you know what? That could be a post CSS plugin. Yeah, I'm at yeah, I don't know how it does it. I'm gonna experiment. I might try the 8,000 bit rate, which I forget who mentioned that to me yesterday, but that might help. All right, so we got these buttons. let me put a border just to give us some semblance of a card. Border, and we'll say border. Oh, thank you for the follow. I really got to fix that on my screen. I can't read them when it says it. I got to put like some kind of background on it. It was N6 somebody. Thank you for the follow. Cool. All right, let's yeah, border. Whoops. I got sidetrack border. I'm gonna put a horrid border. Let's do purple. Oh, sec. This is only the only thing I don't like about the IntelliSense plugin for Tailwind in VS Code is it's like you always have to do a space first if you kind of get out of whack. Okay, this is gonna look terrible, but it's just really to, and I don't know why it's not giving that. I might have to do that on the item itself, I think. Oh yeah, that's what I have to do. Cool, let's do that. Rounded aspect. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Boom, let's take this. Boom. And then let's come up here. Let's do here. Boom. Whoops. There we go. That should do it, I think. All right, that looks terrible. Okay. And so what we're gonna want is let's put in a bit of gap. So let's, you know what, we could pass a prop as a gap. So we could say gap. And yeah, no. You know what? Forget it. I won't worry about that right now. Let's just do gap 2, and if it's bigger, gap 4. All right. Why did that not do anything? Oh, because it's not flex. Oh, wait. Maybe I don't need to flex it, but we can. Why is that not doing it? Flex. Whatever. I'm just trying to build stuff. This is saying margin. Let's put in a P dash for, no, that's not going to help. It's really the carousel items that need the padding, but, or the margin. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it right now. What I am concerned about is why those buttons are like that. And this looks totally terrible. Let's come back to the editor. Okay, let's just put a border. Let's do padding for border black. This is just so I can see stuff. Come on. All right, there we got our stuff there. I'm curious, what is, if it's not flex, what is it just list items or is it divs? Okay, that's the main one. Button, div, button. Okay, so the main div, it's just overflow hidden, and then it flexes. Div role group. Okay, and then the button. All right, whatever. Okay, so these buttons, why you like that? Let's see if we can fix this. I shouldn't have to do a div around this, but uh, next, previous. Yeah, see, like, why can't I change this? Let's try flex, but and then let's do gap 4. No, it's not that. What is up with this? Why does the example work in, I mean, I have no problem styling it to move stuff around, but it's just seems unnecessary. And I don't think I can have these outside, like even if I have like a, let's put it in a div. I think it's gonna complain about, yeah. Okay, the the buttons have to be in there because they use the use carousel hook, which is internal. So okay, so something's up. Something is up. So I'm gonna put it back to what it was. Let's go back to the Shad CN example because I'm clearly missing something. Like, is there for more information on using plugins? That's not what I want. Docs, API reference. Let's see here. No, that's not what I want. Overview, options, plugins. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, the children won't flex. You're flexing carousel content, a single item. Oh yeah, yeah. The thing is, I don't want to add the flex because like this stuff should be like the component itself. Maybe it's not flex, but it should support. But I see what you're saying though. If I come back here, uh, oh yeah, carousel content. This is where it should be. That should fix it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that makes more sense. Um, and that's fine. And but I'm still confused why the buttons are like that. Because if we do, yeah, why you like that buttons? Because we could do flex, and then we could say like items center, and that should put a button content button, but it's not doing that. Uh, so the children are flexy now, which is fine. Um, that's good, but it's the buttons. And again, like I can style all this. It's just I'm trying to figure out why out of the box this one works fine. I wonder. There's nothing card content. No, that doesn't matter. Carousel. Yeah. Why? Let's look. Carousel. Yeah, that's not helpful. Components. Yeah, no, I can do that stuff and style it, but I'm trying to understand why out of the box it's not doing it. So let's yeah, so let's look at some examples. So edit code. All right, sandbox. Let's go React and TypeScript. You know what it is? I feel like I'm probably missing some Embla CSS, even though the shad didn't show that maybe. Because like obviously like if I take this out, it's gonna look terrible now. Is it doing that? Oh, sign in to edit. Sorry. Boom, sign in with GitHub. Yeah, yeah, if it's a span, it should definitely be inline. So it looked like they were divs though, but again, like I don't want to change any of that. Well, I can. It's just I'm trying to understand. Yeah, see, so I think I'm missing the Embla CSS because like if I put it back, then we get some niceties. I'm gonna see. I think that might be it. So that would be coming from base Embla container. Yeah, no, this makes sense in this example for sure. It's just like I'm wondering, like I think I'm just missing some base CSS for it, uh, and I might have. Oh, you know what it is? I think. No, 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 no. Backseat code. It's okay. Yeah, no. So basically, the context is 100%. I can definitely style things. Like I'm not worried about that. It's out of the box. It should be styled. That's typically how the Shad CN stuff works. And I think I know what I might have done wrong. So, let's just leave all that for a second. I'm gonna reinstall the carousel because the other thing is we're not using Shad CN like with like you initialize it and stuff and um let's just go re-add this. I gotta do the init again and stuff, so hold on a sec. I want to set up the project like this eventually, but yes, I want to use TypeScript, default, Slate, sure. That's the global. Um, would you like to use yes? Are you using, no, I'm not. There's my Tailwind config. Configure, sure. Yes. No, I'm not using React Server components. Yes. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because it added some styles to I okay, well, this is the initialization part, but uh whoops, carousel. This is where it's going to add the styles, and I think this is where I went wrong. Unknown command carousel. What was the command? Oh yeah, add carousel. I'm 100% sure this is what I did wrong. I installed this the other day, and then component carousel exists. Would you like to override it? No. Okay. So now we're gonna have a bunch of styles. Probably. I'm almost 100% certain that that's what I did wrong. So the global CSS. Yeah, exactly. So it's got some base styles in there. That should help with it. So this, I'm not using the utility, so let's delete that. Discard, change, delete file. Okay, I have a feeling this is gonna look good now. Okay, apply text lights. Sure. Yeah, no, it's 100%. This is what'll fix it. Okay, so let's go to globals.css. We're using Tailwind if that hasn't been obvious yet. And let's come back over here. What did I just do? Okay, let's move that over here. Let's close a bunch of things. We'll get it. Okay, globals.css. Go. Is that right? App globals. Oh no, that's ours. Okay, yeah, it's in the wrong. I put it in the wrong one. Okay. So there's all this stuff. Let's just pull that out. Let's delete this. Delete. Just gonna drop all this in here. Not check the accessibility of Spartan though. I can't, so I can't recommend or not. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm checking out the docs. I do not. Yeah, no. ShadCN doesn't support. Oh, what's Spartan? Sorry, I'm missing some of the convo here. Angular 2 comments. Angular implement. Yeah, I heard people talking about ShadCN for whatchamacallit, for Angular. Okay. So this should be good. Let's. Okay. What's it not like? Line 14.3. I think I broke stuff. Let's restart things. Clear. Boom. Yeah, so it's definitely some styles I forgot to. Well, not that I forgot. They got included, and then I took them out because I was just because of the way we're using ShadCN right now. We don't have like all that init stuff. It's not in the project right now. Okay, so I'm getting a compilation error. That's fine. Okay, yeah, so let's look for this. All right, so body add apply text slate 12. Why is that not there? That used to be there. Oh, maybe my Tailwind config. Hold on a sec. What did they change? Oh, lots of stuff. Uh, I'm gonna undo that for now. Okay, let's do this one more time. Let's see what we got. I was wondering, like, why is it complaining? Yeah, I don't think it would be that difficult to port it over. The niceties of Shad is like it's just really good to use, easy to use. What the heck is going on in my Tailwind? Uh, oh wait, base components, utilities, border does not exist. Where's border? Okay, maybe there's some stuff in. Okay, let's get rid of this base layer. Is that really all it was? Let's see here. Just try again. Carousel. I think the TLDR is I just didn't set this up properly. Okay. No, still missing stuff. All right. Uh, what's up? What's up? Okay. You know what? I think I am gonna hop off and I'm gonna dig in a bit more. But thanks so much, everybody, for hanging. Love the convos as always. Congrats again, Graham, on the new job. And yeah, thanks everybody on the YouTubes as well and all the other spots. And be back on Monday hanging out with. I'll drop the schedule here, but gonna be hanging with Krista Mars on Monday. We're gonna be talking community and DevRel, so you can check that out. Just pop it here. I'll pop it over here too. Cool. All right, yeah. Thanks again for hanging, everybody, and we'll see you on Monday. Later. Oh, maybe we should raid somebody actually. Let me see who we got. Who's live? Let's go and raid Bald Bearded Builder. Okay, let's copy that. Let's pause that. And I think he's taking a break, but regardless, let's go raid him. Or actually, you know what? If he is, let's just go raid. Who's that? Yeah, no, yeah, Bald Bearded Builder ain't there, so let's go raid GitHub. Why not? Raid GitHub. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Cool. GitHub raid settings do not allow you to raid them. Okay, I guess we're raiding Bald Bearded Builder. Bald Bearded Builder. Hopefully he comes back by the time we've raided. Cool. All right. Take care, everybody, and let's just get this raid on. Okay, here we go. All right, later.